Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your host, Paper Izzy, bringing you more human-generated art. And today, I wanted to tell a little story that happened in the store that I work in the other day. This little girl found some Peppa Pig item and wanted to get it, but the mom was like, no, you know Peppa Pig is bad. We don't allow you to have Peppa Pig because she's mean to her parents. And I just thought that was so weird and so interesting. Like, is Peppa Pig bad? So in today's video, I'm going to draw a freaky looking Peppa Pig and discuss, is Peppa Pig evil? So before we get into the meat of it, I did reference a different piece of art, a book that I saw in the store I work at that I thought looked so freaky and strange. Like, I get what they were going for, but look at this thing. It is so cursed. So I wanted to do a drawing based on that anyways, and I thought with this Peppa Pig video, I was planning that this was the perfect time to do that and sort of turn this book into a Peppa Pig creature. So that's what I'm going for. So when I heard that mom be like, Peppa Pig is bad, I'm like, what the F is going on? You know, like, come on, really? Peppa Pig? Like, the gay icon Peppa Pig is, like, it was just so strange to me. I mean, obviously, I don't really watch children's television, so I guess I wouldn't really know if Peppa Pig was bad or not. So I did what any self-respecting person would do, and I did some research. So I'm gonna put some clips on here where I was screen recording and leave the links below of some of the sources of where I found where people generally kind of do agree that Peppa Pig might be a bad influence on kids, which is interesting because I literally had no idea. I mean, I really didn't. But apparently she like fat shames her father, which is so sad. Like her poor like Daddy Pig or Papa Pig, whatever. Daddy Pig, I've met him. Ew. So she like fat shames her dad. She's apparently like mean to her best friend. Like I've seen a clip where like she hangs up on her friend, and I thought, wow, that's kind of, it's funny out of context, but then I guess in context it does make some sense why some parents would not want their kids to watch Peppa Pig because she's just like not nice. And I think on one hand, it's like kind of admirable that parents would actually pay attention to what their children are watching enough to be like, oh no, don't watch that. Because all the time parents are like, oh my God, these terrible things, these terrible celebrities, my kid is going to learn from them. And it's like, girl, watch what your kids are watching. Like, pay attention to what your kids are doing. And maybe you won't have those kind of issues, you know? So I do applaud a parent for actually paying attention to what their kids are watching. But I feel like in the long run, Peppa Pig is probably not going to do that much damage. Like, as long as you're like telling your kids, like, hey, this is just a cartoon. It's just funny. It's not supposed to be like teaching you a lesson, I guess. But, kids are young and they do pick up stuff. I remember one time when I was a kid, my dad didn't want us to watch the Rugrats because of Angelica, because of her bad attitude. I just thought that was so crazy when I was a kid. And honestly, I feel like I made it, I was acting out because I couldn't watch the Rugrats. So, like, maybe he had a point. I don't know. But that's just what it reminds me of. So, realistically, I guess you have to make your own decision if Peppa Pig is good or bad. I think that it's a cartoon, and there's probably going to be good and bad parts about it. Like, evil, I don't know if Peppa Pig is evil per se, but I definitely wanted to, like, I was so curious, like that question just kept lingering in my mind, so I eventually went to research it because I was like, is Peppa Pig, like, really that bad? So I guess it just depends on who you ask and, like, what your threshold of, like, what your kids watch is. And I feel like I can definitely agree with that mom of, like, okay, Peppa Pig is mean to her parents, and, like, if that's like the only thing, I mean, okay, I mean, kids are just kind of mean to their parents sometimes. Like I said, I don't think it's necessarily as black and white as like, yes, Peppa Pig is bad or Peppa Pig is good. Like, it's a kids' TV show. Come on, girls. It's just a cartoon. But again, okay, I'm just going around in circles at this point talking. So let's talk about the drawing a little bit. Like I said, I was referencing that book, just like the shape of it and like, was so strange, so I just wanted to do that, but kind of turn it into Peppa Pig. And I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do for the lower half. Then I added like a second part of the arms, or maybe those are legs. I don't know, but I added it to kind of give some more balance, I guess, to the composition. Having something at the bottom like that. And it's definitely kind of like abstract and weird. And I think it definitely goes with it. They kind of look like weird macaroni noodles, because that's kind of how I draw macaroni noodles too. But I think it turned out pretty well. I really do like this drawing. It was a lot of fun to do. I am really into like my era of like finding weird cursed things and drawing them. I know initially like I saw, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but I'll put it up on the screen. But he does creepy art videos where he like does kids coloring books, and it's funny because like last week or 2 weeks ago, he even uploaded a video of like you doing a Peppa Pig coloring book. So I think that's just kind of funny that it happened like that. But I do love like his channel and how he does like scary, creepy art. And realistically, like my art, I don't think is ever going to be that scary or that creepy or that like disgusting. Honestly, like some of this stuff is just like gross looking. I don't think I'm ever going to get to that level, because I do love like the creepy cute thing. And it's just fun to do. So I definitely kind of channeled him a little bit and just went with it. When coloring it, I did a little bit of a different coloring style than I usually do, I guess. Like I did a dark outline around sort of like the face, because this pink highlighter thing that I'm using does like to smudge the ink, and I didn't really want like ink smudges all around, and I still kind of smudged it some, but whatever. It's gonna happen. It's traditional art. That's one thing I always remember. It's traditional art. There's gonna be mistakes. It's fine. It just gives it character. But I do like the effect of like the darker outline, then kind of fading it into like a lighter pink. And then I add some like lines near the end to kind of give more of like a texture to the skin. I really kind of wanted to draw her looking like bacon, but I didn't really fit that in anywhere. And that'd be a little dark. The eye is really inspired by solar opposites, like the little, I guess, the what do you call those things? Oh my god, I'm like losing my mind. The pupil of the eye is kind of like squiggly, and that's how they do them on solar opposites, which is very interesting. I just started watching that show and it's so crazy. I don't know how the internet feels about it. I have not looked up anything about it. Justin Roiland has been like canceled, so I don't know, but I am enjoying it. I think it's funny, but I really like the little squiggly pupils, so I wanted to incorporate that here. I feel like that's a big part of art style, is picking up little things here and there from different things that you see that you like and just kind of rolling with it. And that's kind of how like I've like my style has evolved over time, is like Fairly Odd Parents or Family Guy or Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Powerpuff Girls, Sailor Moon, Ed, Edd and Eddy, like a whole bunch of things coming together to create like an art style. Like I'm very inspired by cartoons, and that's another reason why I don't think I could go, completely like dark and creepy, is because I love cartoony stuff, but I also do like some dark and creepy stuff. And like I said in my last video, which you haven't watched, please go watch it. I am kind of delving into more of like a darker side of my art, just because I feel like that resonates with people, and it's nice to let out some of that, the darkness, which, okay, Peppa Pig is not really that dark, but it was fun to kind of use, like I said, with inspiration, like that book that I saw where it was such a weird shape, using that and incorporating it into this Peppa Pig thing that I'm doing. And if you want me to do more deep dives, it's not really a deep dive, it's more of like a shallow dive into like TV shows and stuff like that, just let me know. I'm really just trying out different stuff this year. I really want to concentrate on YouTube and just, one, have fun with it, and two, like really improve like my art, my filming, my editing, and all that kind of stuff. So let me know what you think about it. I guess I'm just gonna speed it up and you can watch the end. I don't really know. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, so you can just watch the rest of this and I'll be back at the end. Okie dokie, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I was saying before, if you liked it, let me know in the comments and stay tuned for more human-generated art. I just love doing YouTube, so I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the beautiful ending shots that I filmed. And yeah, let me know what you think about Peppa Pig too, and just all that stuff. I don't really know what I'm saying at this point. Just enjoy the video, and thank you for watching. I'm your host, Paper Izzy, signing off. Adios, amigos.